Long ago in a far-off village lived a lonely old woodcarver named Geppetto, who one day made a puppet that looked almost alive. He named the puppet Pinocchio. That night, when Geppetto was asleep, who should appear but the Blue Fairy? She knew how much Geppetto longed for a child of his own, so with a wave of her magic wand, she gave the puppet the gift of life. Now, even a live puppet must have a conscience, that small, still voice that tells us right from wrong. "I'll be its conscience," cried a tiny voice. And there, beside the puppet, stood a cricket, Jiminy Cricket. The Blue Fairy told Jiminy,
"Your task is to help Pinocchio learn to care about the feelings of others. Only then will he change from a live puppet into a live boy, a son Geppetto can be proud of."
Next morning, Geppetto was overjoyed at finding his puppet had come to life. After he was sure it was no dream, Geppetto said, "Now, you must go to school, so you will be as smart as the rest of the children." Jiminy Cricket had to hop, hop, hop to keep up with Pinocchio. "Remember," he cried, "I'm your conscience." But so excited was the puppet that he quite forgot about poor Jiminy. Instead of going straight to school, Pinocchio fell in with a group of noisy, impudent boys who were on their way to a place called Pleasure Island, where boys could do anything they pleased. The streets of Pleasure Island were paved with cookies. Lollipops and cupcakes grew on bushes. Fountains spouted soda pop. "All that eating's not good for you," cried Jiminy, but Pinocchio wouldn't listen. Worst of all, the boys burned their school books and smashed windows and did whatever they felt like doing. And in spite of Jiminy Cricket's pleading, Pinocchio joined right in with the rest. Weeks went by, and then one morning a strange and terrible thing happened. One by one, the boys began to grow long, hairy ears and long tails. They had caught donkey fever and were turning into donkeys. Only then did Pinocchio think of Jiminy. "Help! Help!" he shrieked. "Jiminy! Jiminy Cricket!" But Jiminy saw that he was too late. "Let's get away from here," he cried, "before you become a complete donkey." Even though big burly guards tried to block their way, Pinocchio and Jiminy at last escaped from Pleasure Island. But even so, poor Pinocchio still had his long tail and the long hairy ears of a donkey. "I want to go home," whimpered Pinocchio, and he began to cry. "Are you crying because of the way you look?" asked Jiminy. "No, I'm thinking how sad this will make poor Geppetto," sobbed Pinocchio. Suddenly, the Blue Fairy stood before them.
"Now you are worthy of being a real boy, a true son of Geppetto, for you have learned to care how others feel."
With that, the donkey ears and tail disappeared. What a joyous reunion they all had. "I'll never be lonely again," cried Geppetto as he patted Pinocchio. "And I'll never act like a donkey again," said Pinocchio as he patted Jiminy Cricket.